Yeah, g'day folks, Davey B. I had a visit today from a Mr. Magoo. I had a giggle. But anyway, let me offer an analogy. Before you were born, your grandfather gave your father a 57 Chev, 37 Cadillac, whatever the vehicle may be. Eventually you ended up inheriting this bucket of bolts. But along the way, you know that your father spent time with your grandfather on it, Noah working on it, Sadie Arvo's in the shed, tunes playing on the radio, mixing the putty up, fixing this, taking the dents out, welding pieces in. Lots of work. Sandblasting, grinding, cutting, fixing. Chassis needs fixing, new bolts. Everything is meticulous to detail. And it's gone from your grandfather to your dad to you. That's 3 generations. And here you are with this not quite so much bucket of bolts, but it's not a complete project yet. You spend time on it your junior years with your dad, 12, 13, and this is how you weld, and this is how you sand, and this is how you make this, and bend this steel and put that crease in it and weld it in, and those skills are gone now. And then your dad disappears, and that's still not finished. But you take the mission on to finish it. You make sure that you're going to finish it. You've gone from the age of 12, 13, through your teens, played football in the winter, your spring, your late nights in winter, you're working in the shed, few mates around, couple of beers, tunes on the radio, on the wireless. Good old days, good memories, You and Pete had a fisticuffs over there over the bonnet, and you belted crap out of each other, made up and had a beer, and went back to work on the Chevy. You're 30, 35, you had a couple of girls come round, you're 17, 20, 24, 27, 30 years old, still in the shed, you get married, your wife brings out, a late dinner or whatever. It's a lifestyle. But one day, you're 35, 38 years old, you're a grown adult, you've worked your arse off on that car. It's crisp, candy apple red. There's not a crease in the paint. It's sweet. It's supreme. You've built the motor. You know every nut and bolt. It's just purring. Big set of feet down the back end, slippery as. And you go, this Friday we'll take it out for a run. We'll go for a run. Huh? What do you reckon, babe? Yeah, sounds good. Let's get dressed up 50s style, yeah? Slick back hair, short bobby socks for the woman, rah, rah, rah. It's a big plan. It's a date. Full of excitement. You come home on Friday only to find some punk has broken into your shed and taken it for a joyride and wrapped it around a telegraph pole down the road. Crisp. Man, this thing was laying rubber for 500 metres, straight line, dual wheel. Neighbours going, oh my God, that thing flew till it hit that telegraph pole down the road. You're heartbroken. All that hard work that you put into that has just been dissolved by some punk who helped himself, took what wasn't his. That ain't happening. That was an analogy. If you've put that hard work in, you've deserved the rewards. But there's conditions to that. If you are brave and in the wood, I give you title to the gold. So no matter what your soul is, but it has to be correct, you have to know what that is if you are brave and in the wood. It's a prerequisite. It's written in the poem. If you are, it doesn't say when, it doesn't say how brave you are and in the wood. It says if you are brave and in the wood, I give you title to the gold. It's a prerequisite. How does that fit into your soul? Out of everyone out there in Chase Land, how does that fit into your soul? When we made videos, we being Mario and myself, we tried to teach people how to read the poem. No one wanted to listen. A few did. But, you know, proportionally, it doesn't even represent 10%. Forrest told you I felt like an architect after I drew that poem. So we went about telling you what's in that poem. Everyone mocked us. No way that shit's in there. Oh, look here, bologna stew says trusted living, blah, blah. It just made a mockery of it. Yet what if these were the rewards for someone that followed what Forrest said to do? I believe people have answers, but it ain't the answer that ends the chase. That answer is clear as liquid it's clear as. You cannot get that answer from anywhere else other than the poem, with the exception of being told the answer. And Forrest said, I never told anyone. I wouldn't even tell my mother. Yet people come on and they, oh yeah, well, what do you make of this and what do you make of that? Well, if the hard work has given someone the answers, why would they be sharing it with someone else? Why would they share those answers with someone else? Because they want to know what it is. Are you not capable of doing the hard work? Are you not capable of doing what Forrest wanted done? Yet you still want whatever it is you think you're going to get. At the end of the day, Forrest's legacy will shine through. That's the day where everyone will slap their forehead. 10,000, 10 million, 18 million, 200 million people. Crap. Why didn't I think of that? It won't need explaining. There'll be plenty of proof behind it. Until that day arrives, that answer ain't coming out. Because there's a desired result that has to be reached. Argue all you want. Chase ended on June 6, 2020. Yep, because the answer had been given before that date. I've made videos about it. If you bought the book the day after it was released at Borders Bookstore, went home and solved it the very next day with the correct answer, we would still be here today, and the chase would still be in the same position, location, same results, etc., etc., etc. If you do not understand that, you didn't solve the poem. I'm not being facetious. I am not being rude. I believe that some people have been told, oh, yeah, okay, cool. But that ain't what ends the chase. Like Forrest said, he's having fun. You're asking him this question and he's feeding you that answer. Not this answer, that answer. And you're scratching your head. That's like going to, again, another analogy, the pie shop, and you give us a apple pie, nice and easy. You get home and it's a blueberry pie. You're asking him this question, he's giving you the blueberry pie. Yeah, this'll sort him out. You get home, you scratch your head, whose fault's that? Is that mine? Is that his? Or is he just playing games with me? Forrest had fun, all right. He had a ball. That 57 shed was hard work. No one's breaking into the garage to get it. It's not happening. Davey B.